This is a long freaking article. What's it?
What the f***, Liam?
What just
I
happened?
can't see anything.
Tried to flamethrower my face off.
Liam, what did you do?
Almost killed Michael.
The flames licked at my cheek, okay? I felt the heat caress my cheek. Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to another episode of the Couch Gaming Podcast.
No.
Did we get any audio out of that?
What is,
So far away.
what
from
is
the
this
microphone.
story time with Michael?
No, the mic was right there.
No, all you're missing is like, I didn't see you there. Welcome.
Oh, hi, friend.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, well,
I just opened it up like, oh, hey kids.
That's
this backfired. Oh, hello, children. I didn't see you there. Welcome to another episode of the Couch Gambit Podcast. I'm Michael Richard Bono, the host of this humble show. We're going to be talking about, conspiracy theories, since, this kind of randomly happened. We're going to talk about perhaps why society sees merit in them, why there's interest in them, why they might believe in them. But we'll also talk about, quite frankly, how some, if not most of them, are quite stupid. But anyways, let's roll that intro. There is no intro.
There is no freaking. I will never.
It's part of the bit. It's part of the bit.
This is the new bit.
It's the new bit.
This is in our OnlyFans.
Wow.
Our only it is continuing from last episode. We have our only men's, which I'm not even looking at the right camera. Only men's. Charles is right here, by the way. How's it going? How you going, baby?
But also, as you can see, the setup is at a different locale. Normally, I would have said, welcome to a low-effort episode, but I was told that, honestly, calling it low effort at this point is really stupid because the same amount of effort is put into, if not more.
For this episode, arguably more effort.
Yeah. So
Honestly, for the
we are going to be doing
Welcome to
away
a
with
high
low
effort-
effort.
Welcome to a high effort episode of the.
no, this is late night with the Couch Gaming Podcast because
night.
it's 10:30.
Well, literally,
and we have cigars. The story hour. It's
honestly-
if only we could be live.
if only.
we'll do it live.
kids. I want to tell you a little story about Pizzagate.
Anyways,
This can't be where we're starting.
well, so
We're going straight into it, bro.
oh, okay. I guess we are. But yeah. So, what conspiracy theory did we want to? I guess.
So the main point that I wanted, because this was
Yes.
my topic. The main point
yeah,
that I
this
wanted
is
to,
his topic.
the main point that I wanted to talk about.
Immediately hijack.
Yeah. Do conspiracy theories have any value in society? Because you got free thinkers and you have people who are who distrust the government, who distrust systems in place. But I believe there's a thing that a quote the comedian said a long time ago that I very much this is my relationship with conspiracy theories. I'm not a conspiracy theorist guy, but you don't believe in any conspiracy theory? Not any conspiracy theory? You think the government is telling us 100% the truth? All of that stuff, they're saying, the government, the guys that go up there, make speeches, have donors, and have to say certain things to keep those freaking donors. You don't think that those people are not lying to us a little bit? So I believe that there is merit into having conspiracy theories, into believing some deep state nonsense. I'm not saying it's valuable 100% of the time. I'm not saying it's right all the time.
I'd see the government being 100% honest with the people. If you think that, I think that's just a conspiracy theory. Honestly, that's probably just a
conspiracy
yeah.
theory.
There is a certain area that I kind of agree with, ignorance is bliss. There are things that I won't bother with in my life because it's not worth my time. There's nothing I can change about certain things. But at the same time, there's a certain level of ignorance that's just stupid. If you truly do believe that the government is 100% there to protect you, my guy, like what you've been living under a rock
No, as a man, sorry.
as a man.
As an agent of the state, I have
Tyrant.
to say everything
Devil.
that the government says is absolutely
Hitler.
true. You can trust us, and we are here to help.
Charles will not be returning for
Well,
future podcasts.
well, honestly, I have no reason to doubt Mikey. So no, yeah, the government's always honest. Yeah.
This
Oh,
cigar
okay.
is brought to you by your taxpayer dollars.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Well, that used to be. Well, to be fair,
Thanks, Grandpa Joe.
there was a time
Thanks,
in this
baby Joe.
I'm
country.
kidding. This cigar is brought to you by
There
Mr.
was
Sizemore.
There was a
That's
time
up,
in this
baby. And
country
this will-
where that was kind of just like the popular opinion to have, like to basically trust the government and to have faith in the government and what they're doing. We're no longer in that time, but
Yeah.
I mean, you go back to, especially like the 60s and the 70s, you got a lot of nationalism, and it's not necessarily, it's pride in your country, but also it's kind of necessary pride in your country.
Yeah.
We're in a globalist, or a global war against other huge powers that are all hiding their own secrets and performing espionage, and the U.S. is definitely no stranger to it.
What was World War I's biggest thing? Like it was a huge buildup of power. Like other countries started to see like there was a huge army buildup in other countries. Like, okay, well, we better for some reason build up our army, and there was humongous tensions that was happening at the same time. And then there was the assassination that triggered World War I, which is a dumb reason to trigger a war. But at the same time, like it was that whole like release of tension. So yeah, there's always like tensions between governments and all that stuff, and I don't think it's a bad thing for people, and especially like considering where we live, we have freedom of speech. We can say what we want on the internet for the most part. We can't say certain things, or we're gonna get canceled. That's why I had to censor our last podcast, by the way. Thanks, Charles.
Whoa, hold on. To be fair, I think I was like a good chunk of
Definitely
of
bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
It was-
I didn't notice you. Charles was just the one that I noticed.
and unfortunately, the bit that would have been a true conspiracy has been removed. So
look, just without Harambe though, like how are we gonna have effective missile strikes?
it's true.
I mean,
Fuck it.
like fuck it,
fucking
fuck it.
Harambe was a psyop.
Yeah, for the record, we know that it was a guy with a gun because he
It was a
didn't
government
miss.
agent with a gun.
Government aid.
No. That's just
CIA.
guns kill people. We have to get rid of the guns. We
got
got to
to.
be more like the Canadian government.
Oh,
Oh god.
yeah.
or the UK,
Yeah.
Instead of gun violence, we'll have knife crimes.
Okay, like this is
I
a
prefer
bit of a
hammers,
this is-
honestly, they're way messier.
Yeah. No, this is a bit of a different tangent. I do like that there's a video online now of Justin Trudeau. Just wonderful, wonderful human being. Wonderful guy. There's an old video of him talking to a citizen or something and telling him that there's any restrictions on guns is the first step into getting rid of guns. And it's like, we're not going to do that because we're Canada. We like guns. We have a whole history of guns. Fast forward to like recently, and it's like, it is no longer, like in that little crappy voice that he does, like, it is
man,
no
I hate
longer
that
legal
voice.
to carry or buy it, like that like entitled voice that everyone has, like to buy a handgun.
My voice?
In this, like, goodness, yeah, your voice, except a little more.
Well, less
worse.
whiny, less
Yeah.
nasally,
I don't want to. I don't want to.
less involving
yeah.
a bloated head. I'll never forget
His
that.
bloat is more internal. That's-
Oh.
It's more on the waistline.
God.
It's got his own gravitational pull.
I think this is the first time we've all unanimously.
You cannot speak.
I know.
Dude,
I
try
cannot.
better.
This is my mom's DNA coming out. Unanimously smoke cigars on the podcast.
Yeah,
so
this is the first
this
time.
is the first
Yeah,
time.
it's wonderful,
Very
isn't
odd,
it?
but we can't
I think
smoke,
the
we can't
first
smoke
Our
inside of
penises
Michael's
grew
house.
3
I think
sizes
the
that
first
day.
time cigars were shown on cameras, I think was you and I.
Yeah, it was the Snyder Cut episode.
Oh God,
Oh,
That was
Cringe.
worth. That was worth a cigar right there.
that was worth 5, man.
Dude, I
But-
still need to watch that.
Yeah, hey, again,
You
my-
haven't watched that
I
one?
was
I
there for
haven't.
that. I was
That's
just not in
fair.
the episode.
We did that early in the morning too. Just like, getting up. Like,
we
I hate
watched the
this.
whole film and everything.
Didn't I spend the night with y'all?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
You
did.
slept, you slept
That's
right
why
next to
Jacob
him.
was able to get it up in the morning.
Oh God,
Jacob thought he was just having morning wood. No.
That's all the
nay, nay.
Did you see that scene from where Flash just slows down time? It was something like that.
Exactly. I turn around, I see Liam. My world just slows down.
It's like the lady
Just-
in the car.
Anyways, I
Yeah.
hate that
You're trying
fucking
to-
film. Can we stop
Mrs.
talking
Robinson,
about it?
you're trying to seduce me.
All right, to the main subject of conspiracy theories. Does anyone have a conspiracy theory that we want to jump into?
Yeah, QAnon.
To QAnon? All right.
Jump right into QAnon real
Alrighty.
quick. So the whole basis, there is a lot more to QAnon than just what I'm about to say. But the whole basis is that the United States is run by Satanists and pedophiles.
Oh, damn.
Now,
True.
I can.
That's pretty legitimate. What's the conspiracy?
Who's our president again?
Just like, run by Satanists and pedophiles?
Look, not even that long ago, it wouldn't have been like that big of a deal, and then we found Epstein's Island. It's like,
Listen,
Well, and they released some of those names in the black.
They're
Book.
going to in
No,
like
they
a few
did.
weeks.
They did.
Wait, they did?
They did.
Wow.
When did this happen?
Look it up, Jarvis.
Oh, yes, yes, Mr. Stark.
so they released that.
So they haven't actually released it yet. It's gonna come out in like the next couple weeks, or like
I mean,
dropped
all the
some
names that
names.
you expect, but Tom Hanks and Alex.
we don't want to kill ourselves.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
that's-
like we're not suicidal.
We're
by
not
the way.
suicidal.
Damn.
I mean, Cameron might. We'll see, but
Michael
that
was
one,
extremely suicidal.
that one might, yeah.
Guys,
Maybe believe.
I don't
that
have
one.
long. I don't have long. Look, I'm fat. I have an awful beard.
His dad is dead.
The
My
only reason he
dad's
hasn't
dead.
yet is because he's too fucking lazy too.
It really, that is honestly look.
Jeez, what the?
Like
We're about conspiracy in our.
it just seems like too much work.
I mean, would
that's
you
how
rather
that
go out
works.
on your own accord or be killed by Hillary Clinton?
I mean, what?
I mean, supposedly.
I mean,
Allegedly.
right? Well, I mean,
allegedly,
if I kill myself, I go to hell, right? And so if Hillary Clinton kills me, well, I mean, I have a better shot at going to heaven. Actually,
No,
out of the
Hil-
four of us, who do you think Hillary Clinton would actually like? If she could choose to kill one of us, who do you think would it would be?
Liam, you'd be at the bottom. I think she would actually save you because
I
you're
am.
vegan.
I am
think
being
so?
the most reserved right
Oh
now.
my god!
All right.
No,
That's
yeah.
a man who has something to hide. He's
All
number
right.
one on the list.
Who?
Number one on the list.
Wait, who's he? You talking about me?
What?
What?
Me.
No, he said he's being the
Fucking
most-
Idiot.
I would.
No, he's vegan.
I'm
He's
surrounded by
No, he's
fools.
being the most tame. That's a man with something to hide.
Yeah, he's being the most tame, and he's vegan. He's more on her level than
You just
any
have
of
a
us are.
laser on your forehead.
It's like, Hillary, is that you? Oh, it's
Brought a
Bill.
laser pointer.
I pull
No.
off my face and I'm Hillary Clinton.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I knew it.
No wonder I fucking hated
I was
you.
the first woman president.
Charles is Bill.
Oh.
I mean, so by the way,
They
so
hold hands. I knew you were together.
I'm on to our first conspiracy. What was it again?
QAnon.
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 yeah.
So
I
the
mean,
whole
what's
base.
more
the
to say?
government
Yeah.
is run by Satanist pedophiles.
I think
Okay.
that was where
Which-
Pizzagate started too, right? Mm-hmm. Or was
Yeah.
it a 8chan thing?
Which
It was a bit where Pizzagate started, I believe.
Okay.
Which-
yeah, I
Yeah.
thought so.
Let's
All
get
right.
started. The Satanist pedophiles, that's true. All right?
I'm trying to,
100%
Liam. I'm
true.
trying to save your life.
It's when you get to the other elements where it starts getting a little, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
And like all the adrenochrome stuff, I don't think.
Adrenochrome?
Well, there's a
You know that?
No.
Oh,
No,
there's a lot more.
there's
to
a
it.
whole new.
I'm
thing
not
about,
following
like,
this conversation at all.
There's a whole thing about QAnon, like Trump being like the hidden savior for everybody. It's the same people that are saying like Trump is the new messiah, and Trump is like there's another conspiracy
Wow.
that we'll get into in a bit. But there's another conspiracy that Trump is actually running the government, and Joe Biden is the fall guy.
Are you not?
Well, he's doing a great job
He's
of
doing
that.
a great job at that.
Are you-
I mean,
Oh.
to be fair, Joe Biden is not running the government. To be
He's
fair,
not running.
He's not running his life.
He's just falling. He's, a great.
barely-
He's a
yeah,
perfect
he's
fall
falling,
guy.
exactly.
Falling.
Are you not familiar with the adrenochrome?
No, I said that.
The theory were okay. So basically, there's an extension of that. That part of their like satanic worship, it was draining the blood of children so that they could consume it and stay young, and that's why there's so many Hollywood actors that look young.
Keanu Reeves.
Jared
Wait, and how's it
Leto
pronounced?
and- one more time.
Well, how's it pronounced?
Adrenochrome.
Like Adrian Chrome?
That's the joke. Yes, that's.
Is that really? That's
that's-
really it?
yeah, that was
oh
the
my
joke.
god,
That
that's
was the
awesome.
joke.
That was the joke. That's
Wow.
why my profile name is Adrian Chrome.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
I was okay. Wow. I was. That's really good. Okay,
Hey,
I
pause.
can
I'm
appreciate
so
that.
sorry. Liam, real
No.
quick, tap on your mic.
Eat my dick.
Yeah, you're you're good. Okay, you're just quiet.
Oh.
So with QAnon, it is ridiculous. The whole premise is ridiculous. What I just got into is just like the base sum of what QAnon actually is. I mean, like, if y'all give me a second when we actually move on to a different topic, I'll research like the whole basis of QAnon. But my research for QAnon essentially it comes to a few YouTube videos that essentially explain what QAnon is. The whole basis of
This is low
it is
effort.
based on the most flimsy evidence possible by some guy named Q. And he doesn't have a real name, it's just his code name called Q. That's why it's called QAnon. And it's this whole guy that says he has basic sources in the government that shows that for the longest time that the government has been run by Satanists and pedophiles and that they all operate their own little sex pedophilia rings, which... Considering the government's employees as of recent, one of the guys that got fired from I don't know who it was, like the Senate or Congress, like whoever it was a government employee, and they filmed them. They filmed another person in like a professional office area. They were doing gay sex.
There were a few.
They were
videos
filming
of
it in
that.
their office.
Cameron, where were you on the night of December 14th?
Welcome to Couch Gambit Unplugged.
Liam, there's this weird red
at
dot in your
home
eye.
sleeping.
Sorry, I recently became a Hindu.
But no, like so.
What?
But
Nani?
just to end, but just to like err on the side of caution for this, like the whole basis of QAnon, like the people who truly do believe in QAnon, they're grasping for straws at that point. It is a whole basis of very flimsy evidence and it's also a bunch of people who think that Trump is the new savior, that Trump is going to be the one that saves America.
Look,
My
Trump's a funny guy. I'd share a beer with him. You know, but
Trust
man,
me, I gotta go to the bar.
to say he's my savior. Well,
Absolutely not.
no, guys.
No, it's funny enough because I dated someone who was kind of that mentality of the QAnon.
The QAnon, really?
The QAnon mentality.
I thought you were gonna tell me you dated Trump. I'd be like, that's impressive. Impressive.
Yes, bitch.
That's based.
No. But here's what's ridiculous is many people that subscribe to those conspiracy theories, they'll be like, oh, no, listen, I'll show you the video that breaks it all down. This video's got like 4 views. And
It's one of our episodes, actually.
I was actually about to say.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans and check out that video.
I was actually gonna say, wow, has less views than our stuff. Wow.
oh god.
The QAnon people have more subscribers than we do.
No, but like they'll show you some like unhinged fucking guy in his basement just like trying to combine a bunch of things that don't really go together to basically formulate a plot, a whole government plot. It almost sounds like a piece of literature, and you're just like sitting there, it's like this dude's got like 4 views. The evidence looks like it's coming out of nowhere, and I'm not too sure about this guy.
It's incredible. Like for me, it's a bunch of people who want to feel like there's this fight between the government and the people, which to a degree there is. There's always that struggle between the government and the people, but at the same time, like they want to feel like it's a little bit more epic. It's going to be us versus them. We're going to be the ones to like bring in the new order, bring in the new people, and like we're going to be the people to take down the government. That's entirely like, and those people. You got 4 views. You got 2 people. Like it's like that raid on. What is it? The UFO site that got released a long time ago. The raid on Area 51, where everyone was saying like, we're gonna raid Area 51.
I was actually
Maybe
really wanting to
15
bring
people
that
showed
up. I was actually going to bring that up because one of the things with like Area 51 is, like, you know how people, like, oh, Area 51, they've got all sorts of alien technology shit stored there, I don't know the validity of any of those statements, but all I know is that apparently weebs wanted to Naruto run to Area 51 and dodge bullets like in the anime. Except Naruto didn't have guns. But
If you ever want a
whatever.
great breakdown on that, Internet Historian.
The Internet Historian, a much more successful YouTube channel than ours, I will say.
No, no, it's always funny to me, just on that point that you were making, Jacob, about like people thinking that it's the people versus the government. And again, it is. Don't get me wrong here. It is. But
Fuck you.
But the idea that you're gonna take it down, especially trying to use like the legal system against the government and things like that, all these lawsuits and like it's weird stuff. You're attacking it from too many different directions that don't make any sense. And you're trying to play by your rules when we're living in a world that already has an established set of rules.
Yeah.
And life isn't a storybook, guys. Like
If only.
like there isn't this perfect cohesive plan.
There is no happy ending.
Yeah, there is no happy ending most of the time.
Hillary Clinton's gonna get us all.
isn't. That's where a lot of conspiracy theories become problematic in my eyes, when they start to sound like fan fiction.
Yeah. To bring back the validity of certain conspiracy theories, there are reasons why people have those kinds of conspiracy theories, and like certain validity. What's going on over there? You know my conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy.
No, from before. The conspiracy that Liam is Hillary and Charles is Bill Clinton is starting to get some validity.
I've never touched this woman in my life.
I did not have.
I did not have sexual relations.
They're criminals. It's shameful. By the way, you should come by Trump Tower. I need money.
It's huge. They got good people on both sides.
This channel sucks.
This channel does suck.
As long as you keep the Hindu joke in there, I think it'll do well.
Okay.
The only reason to watch this is for the non-PC jokes.
I actually don't care if you keep that in. That's
No, I'm keeping that in. That's funny.
Man.
But no, one of the
on the
conspiracy theories I don't believe is real, but I do find funny, is there's this weird conspiracy theory with Joe Biden and his earlobe.
Oh my god!
Have you heard of that
Oh
one?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I know nothing about this.
I also know nothing
So-
about
oh,
this.
so-
Oh jeez.
Oh, please let me explain this. I'm so
for it,
excited.
go.
What?
So,
What?
so there was this weird video of Joe Biden as of recent, and it was on a plane. I think it was on a plane, and it was just this random like phone video recording him, and it was Joe being Joe. He was like he didn't know where he was. He was so like
Yeah, lost as always.
yeah, lost
Gotcha.
as always. But like,
Lost in the
what was
sauce.
weird is that his earlobe was like so like drooping down, and his chin was like had such droopiness to it, which wasn't like there before. And so
He's
like
having a
the weird conspiracy theory behind it is that that's a mask, and Joe Biden's actually dead, and that's a guy with a fake freaking mask. And it's just a guy
That's
parading
true.
around as Joe Biden.
That's true.
That's true.
I
Yeah,
can buy
yeah.
that. I can buy that.
This is your source.
Oh no!
everyone
The
wants-
reason why he's
reason.
always lost is because he can't see through the mask. It makes so much
There you
sense.
go.
Oh my god! I cracked the case. I'm Detective Michael Riccobono signing off.
Yeah,
These are your sources.
those theories always like I don't know, man. It's entertaining, but there are so many more people that that I think that the government would put more effort into pretending we're alive, like Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Like she's way more important than Joe Biden is.
Is she?
She was,
Shoot.
and then she died, and they didn't
Yeah.
cover it up. Well, they might have for like a few months.
Yeah.
She was probably dead. But
It's probably dead.
Well, there's also a conspiracy theory that Hillary Clinton died a long time ago, and that she's still kicking around because there's a clone of her.
that woman would never die. The people who live off of spite live the longest.
Oh my gosh, she is
yeah.
ridiculous.
And these are some weird conspiracy theories.
Seriously.
Well, yeah, everybody's actually dead. I don't know if you knew that.
I'm dead.
Everyone's just dead,
Yeah,
bro.
it's-
We're just reanimated corpses.
We
Yeah.
are actually, everyone on this podcast is a clone.
it's true.
It was
No,
made
we're-
in Jacob's computer.
Yeah, exactly. This was for no real reason because no one watches this podcast anyway.
We're just made up of a bunch of zeros
After
and ones.
after talking about conspiracy theories, we're never gonna get viewers or subscribers
Right.
ever again.
No. After this podcast, we're all going to mysteriously die from a suicide.
Andrew Tate was right. We're trapped in the Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah, there's that
God.
conspiracy theory. We're trapped in a matrix, and
Oh,
this is all
yes.
simulation.
yeah, we're trapped in a simulation, and most of those people are atheists,
Damn.
which I think is kind of
Get Jesus, man.
which is kind of funny.
Get Jesus,
You
man.
need Jesus in
We
your
don't
life.
have a creator, but we have someone that created a program.
I will-
that we're all in.
I will say this for all due respect for people who do not believe in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, in this podcast. It is weird how so many people. I know it is weird how so many people will just reject God but immediately go to the fact like, so aliens, they definitely landed a long time ago, and they've definitely replaced many people in our government, 100%, 100%.
Well, that's true too.
So like aliens.
That's true,
why
too.
not
So like,
both?
aliens.
I mean, if you
they're-
look at
both.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ was an alien. I don't know.
Well, but hey, but speaking of aliens, aliens like they're a thing, probably, right? Probably.
It's way more probable than most of the conspiracy.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, okay, so genuinely, who actually believes in aliens in this room?
They're demons.
Probably.
we're doing.
Satan.
Do you actually
think-
believe that, or
No.
I'm asking genuinely, like,
No,
I wanna know.
I'm taking the talking point of some of the more.
oh, the Christians who think
Huh,
those are demons.
and do you
Yeah.
think they'd be
Yeah.
cool?
I'm about halfway there. I could buy it. I
I
but-
wouldn't believe that demons look like that.
Well, demon can look
Demons-
like anything.
They look like Mark Zuckerberg.
A demon could appear to be an angel, bro.
That's true. Well, you see the angel descriptions in the Bible with 1,000 eyes and a bunch of wings. Mm-hmm. That doesn't look like anything.
Fear
that-
not.
Fear not. Yeah.
No, but as far as aliens, if any conspiracy theory would be probable, it'd be the fact that life would exist somewhere other than Earth. Because if we're talking about infinity, that's just probable.
That's not a conspiracy. The conspiracy is that they visited Earth. I personally, I mean, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. It's totally plausible that life has started elsewhere. I mean, they've narrowed down with general certainty how life started. If you're not religious, I don't know, and I think that it's perfectly plausible for that to have happened elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I don't doubt that there's life elsewhere.
No.
But I don't know that they'd be on the same level even as us.
Well, yeah. Even if you
Yeah.
were to discuss that, the probability of life existing is already a low probability. So it would still probably be in the grand scheme of the universe, a very small percentage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the idea of there being other life in the universe, but the vast majority of like presentations that have been presented to us, like from a legitimate, truthful source, have been all debunked. Like the most recent like body that has been presented to us, like that guy in the past has presented several bodies and all of them were flukes. All of them have proven to be incorrect. So there's not a reason for me to believe that any life form has visited us. Am I taking out the entire reality that there could be aliens? No.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, I don't think that there's anything that proves to me that anything has visited us. And anything that like has been shown by radar or police or cameras from actual pilots, like the vast majority of the possibility is that it's probably some kind of governmental experiment.
Or some guy in 2016 that still had a Nokia phone from the
God.
early 2000s, pulling out his camera and filming this weird-looking object in the side that you can't completely discern.
Yeah. Actually, since Charles does work for the government, he is like prime example for like conspiracy theory.
He is a conspiracy theory.
What aliens are you hiding? In
in the fucking in the local
in his house,
courthouse.
there's just there's just Jose
In the
in his
local-
bathroom. It's like, oh, he is hiding an alien.
By the way, I love that we are completely ignoring my story time with Michael.
Dude, I'm trying my best to
Man,
ignore that.
I'll just tell you, man, that hentai was fucked. I couldn't look at a woman for about 2 days.
Pizzagate. That was fun, right?
Oh
We're
man,
off Pizzagate. We're on aliens, bro.
now we're on.
But
No. We can go back to Pizzagate.
No.
So,
let's
there
go
we
to Pizzagate. Let's.
so okay, Charles, run me through because I'm not as like fluent with Pizzagate as you are. So remind me as what Pizzagate was all about.
It's been a long time. This was back from 2016, man. This was
Wow.
a theory about a
Oh,
pizza
man.
shop in God, was it? I think it was Washington D.C. That was supposedly hiding a bunch of kids in his basement, like as part of a human trafficking ring, and yeah, because there were email exchanges between the owner of the pizza shop and I think the Clintons and stuff like that, and they were using code words and all sorts of dubious stuff.
It's in her emails.
It's in the emails.
Yeah.
yeah. But
It's in the laptop.
yeah, I
Trouble.
mean, it's. I mean, I don't know. I never. never cared too much about it.
I mean,
but-
Yeah.
I'll believe it.
yeah, I mean, why not?
I'll believe it. Fuck it.
What's the harm?
I mean,
Oh,
like,
I'll believe
here's
any
the-
negative thing about Hillary Clinton.
Here's the thing.
She's
the
a
thing
good
why I
person.
believe
Just
that-
because I don't like her.
Here's the thing why I believe that most people believe the conspiracy theories they do, because there always is such government resistance on certain conspiracy theories. Like, what is it? Joe Biden's son's laptop thing. That was supposed to be a conspiracy theory not too long ago. And then after a while, they just kind of had to admit it. Like, oh, I guess this isn't a conspiracy theory, so we'll just report on the news. So there is a reason why people have these conspiracy theories, because the government
conspiracy
has a
fact.
tendency to to hide things, and that is fact now. Like
And
Joe Biden's
Trump's
son,
the bad guy.
Yeah, and the thing about it is not all. There are plenty of conspiracy theories in the past that have been revealed to be true, such as the MK Ultra project,
Yeah.
which
What?
you don't know about that.
Dude, I
I
don't
actually don't know about that one.
So that okay, I think you may know once I start talking about it. But it was a theory
Maybe.
about government brainwashing. They had all these subjects kind of just tied up. They were feeding war propaganda to them, giving them high doses of LSD, and trying to basically see if they can successfully brainwash people. And this ended up actually being something that was proven true. And ultimately, Bill Clinton apologized on behalf of the U.S. government.
He apologized. Wow.
What the
Heck,
Hey,
man of guy.
Kudos to
but
him.
no, this was an experiment that the government actually performed on American citizens to see if mind control was a plausibility.
Wow.
Cool.
Mainly for purposes of war, but
Interrogation,
didn't
stuff
know
like
and
that.
that's
yeah.
that's the thing. That sounds crazy, and the fact that that's true, honestly, I can understand why some people would believe crazy conspiracy theories.
No, yeah.
Such as Pizzagate.
I actually didn't know that was true. That's
that
nuts.
that was actually true.
That is genuinely nuts. I did not know
Wow.
about that.
So
What
He's
the
my
heck?
hero.
look it up, look up MK Ultra right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Jamie, pull
Yeah,
it up.
yeah. Thanks.
You know, honestly, I
Thanks,
think
Joe.
I think we could really learn a thing or two from Mr. Clinton.
MK
I mean,
Ultra?
I think that's the future. Like, look, seriously, if people disagree with us, we mind control them.
Yeah.
So, sorry,
Maybe.
didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. So MK Ultra Project. MK Ultra was an illegal human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency and intended to develop procedures to identify drugs that could be used during interrogations to weaken people and force confusions through brainwashing and physiological torture. Wow, that's public information.
Probably
that was like
Guantanamo
It
Bay
wasn't
thing, huh?
public information for a bit of time, but
this started in 1953.
yes.
Goodness
this
gracious.
Oh.
was like mid-century.
Did you?
This is a base. That's not based.
That's not.
That's not based. But no, that was a conspiracy. The fact that something that is so intense like that could be proven to be true,
Yeah.
that can open the door to a lot of crazy things you couldn't
Yeah.
even imagine. Do I necessarily believe a lot of the crazy things that people are spouting out nowadays? No, not really, other than the government is run by satanic pedophiles. That part I can get behind.
What's frustrating about it is, like, as soon as we start saying, like, yeah, no, a lot of these conspiracies are bullshit. None of it's, it's all which are crackpot stuff. Then you get stuff like COVID, and then you get stuff like Biden's laptop, and it's so insanely frustrating to
Yeah.
have or to be trying to call out these bullshit conspiracies for what they are, and then you have people. I mean, just making or saying the most insane lies that that COVID came from a lab and all this kind of shit. I mean, it's just why? I'm sorry, COVID did come from a lab.
Yeah.
COVID came from a lab. I'm sorry. That it came
I was a little
from. They were
confused.
saying, they were saying that it came from the wet market, and then that it came from these like Chinese dogs that lived in a caved in somewhere in
Yeah.
China that escaped and bit a bat, and then the bat got cooked.
And you could have been
It's
like
stupid.
kicked off of
It's
social media
nuts.
for saying
Yes.
that was a thing.
Yeah, no,
And then all of
seriously.
a sudden it turned out to be true, and then those people didn't get put back on social media. The government never apologized for that stuff. That's what pisses people off the most.
And what a stupid lie! I mean, it's immediately disproven. I
Yeah.
mean, you have a lab, a biological lab.
By the way, I do
Yeah.
want to state real fast that when you're editing this video, the mention of COVID can actually get your video deleted, so you may want to censor it.
Really?
Yes.
Coof.
Jeez.
The coof. Coof.
Especially
right.
in a conspiratorial sense.
Wow. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Keep going.
Thanks, YouTube.
Thanks,
Dizzy
thanks,
nueve.
government. You're very fair and not biased.
Yeah. Obviously not a conspiracy. Definitely not that it's getting our video taken down. Whatever. No, it's just it's so annoying because come on, like if you're gonna lie, at least lie about something less obvious.
Yeah.
At least have a better lie. I mean,
No, seriously,
Yeah.
please have a better lie. This is insane.
Truly.
It would be so nice to be able to say, yeah, no, these QAnon conspiracies are complete crap, and not have the government immediately turn back around and lie about something that's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what? Why are you lying about
Oh
this?
yeah, like
It's nuts.
The government is they're not really helping their case a lot
Not
of the
at
time.
all.
No, not
For
at all.
no reason.
this
For
is
no reason.
This is why I really think the government should start hiring car salesmen. For
If you
know,
want more lies and corruption.
to handle their PR.
You thought that you were going strong with lawyers. No, you need to.
No.
Push it.
Guy,
Just
seriously,
push it.
no. President Biden, sir. Well, actually, you're not going to be able to decipher any of this because whatever.
You'll forget about it.
You'll
here in a
forget
second.
about it. But government, please, honestly, just start hiring car salesmen to handle all PR stuff, all press releases, everything. They will get the job done. Their lies will be so believable.
Yeah, seriously,
They'll get the job done. By the way, I'm a car salesman.
I would seriously just appreciate a little bit more effort. Like, try large scale brainwashing. Like, try.
I'll put in
like,
the effort.
Seriously, yeah. No, thank you.
Yes.
Large-
We need higher effort lies.
We need more car salesmen in government. That's what I'm hearing.
There's such a disparity between conspiracies that are real and then conspiracies that are completely fake. We need
Yeah.
something in the middle here. We
Yeah.
need something that's like, okay, yeah, maybe that's true, like 50-50, but either
100%.
it's just like completely blatant bullshit, or no, obviously it's true.
I think the closest thing that I could really think of would probably be like the JFK CIA involvement.
Yeah,
that
or 9/11 stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, like
that's
things
true.
like that. They're not like completely ridiculous. Like they're definitely like you could definitely draw conclusions and make connections there that aren't completely unreasonable. Now, are they true? Probably not. Is it likely that they could be true? Probably, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, those are two good examples, but we haven't had anything like that in the last like 20 years.
Or
Yeah.
like the whole thing about after Marilyn Monroe's death. Have you heard about that one? Her body went missing for like 12 hours.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Her body went missing for like 12 hours, and there was a whole conspiracy theory that her dead body was being passed around for,
I can very much.
Oh, I
believe
was
that.
literally just about to make that joke. That actually was the
No, that was the
Oh.
that was the theory.
You gotta
Fuck.
be kidding me.
Like there was a theory that people were passing her body around so that men, like really deranged men, can just use it for their own pleasure.
Here's the thing.
How
That's
much- how much
conspiracy
do you
theory.
think they paid?
I 1000% can say that that's based in some reality.
Oh yeah, and that's something that could have very much actually happened.
Yeah. You know another? I'm sorry. Would you have
Continue.
anything?
No, you-
Yeah. Did you? There's another conspiracy theory. Like this is older. This doesn't have anything to do with nowadays. But there are like there's a difference between conspiracy theories that are definitely like what you were talking about earlier, Liam. Like they want to make a plot. They want to make some kind of narrative where they are the center focus of everything. There's that kind of conspiracy theory, and there's another conspiracy theory where it's very based in reality. And one of the conspiracy theories that's based in reality that I would genuinely not have a hard time believing. I'm not saying it's true, but I wouldn't have a hard time believing is that Hitler didn't die in World War II and actually survived and either escaped or we had him under like constant torture for a long time. Like we either kept him or did that stuff. So, because I can definitely believe something like that.
Oh yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if the government got a hold of Hitler and did something horrible to him. I mean, we've
Yeah.
heard. Oh man, maybe it's a bad example now I'm thinking about it. But Mussolini was it Mussolini that basically got like kidnapped him and his wife? Look that up. Look up the death of Mussolini.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
Well, while you're doing that, my only issue with that conspiracy theory about Hitler, I guess, maybe potentially being tortured, by our government, maybe, is that, I mean, why would they? I mean, he didn't do anything wrong. I mean, like, if anything, I'm pretty sure they would have rewarded him.
Wait,
Oh my
what did he just say? I just got so
That's gonna be something that you probably need to edit out.
Probably.
Hey man, I have Charles to edit stuff out. I don't need you doing the same thing too.
Charles like, I don't want to lose my job for the state.
I really don't want to lose
Here's
my
the
job.
thing,
love
I get
being
that
a
you don't want to
victim
lose
of
your job,
the
and
state.
I'm on the same boat as you, and then you say the funniest stuff, and then I have to edit it out.
Yes, Charles is too much of it. Meanwhile, I'll say whatever. You can keep it. I don't care.
Same here.
Yeah,
No one at
mean,
my job watches.
you work
my
at more-
podcast.
what they say.
No one at my job.
I'm not saying where you work because I don't know where this is gonna go, but like.
I'm just gonna text Cameron a bunch, like all my jokes in real time.
This is what I'm gonna say.
So you can
beforehand.
approve them.
Yeah.
So you can just say that.
Suddenly, my approval ratings go up in the podcast.
I'm gonna shove my
He
hand
becomes
up
the
his ass
favorite.
and move his
I'm
mouth
pretty
for
sure
him.
if any one of us is the favorite, it's probably Michael.
It's probably Michael.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think
Where are we in like the ranking of this podcast?
in the
Where do you
ranking
think?
of
I
this
mean,
pod-
they're-
I'm definitely bottom.
No, well, I think the problem.
I think
with-
it's like a tie between you and me potentially.
No, I think
Possibly.
I don't think I have a personality to
no,
like.
I think the main issue.
I have a
with
personality
things-
because I'm drinking and smoking.
Don't worry,
right
That's
now.
true,
I'll
yeah.
wait for them. To
If y'all
stop
like
talking.
me, it's because all my bad shit gets edited out.
Well, you know what's funny? I'll get to what I was gonna say before later. But actually, one of my good friends, I won't name him obviously, but I actually had a friend who even though he's completely different with his politics, he's actually seen. I don't know if he's up to date now, but he's seen our episodes and everything, and he's like, "Yeah, no, you guys are funny." But honestly, I hate the tall guy. I was like,
Really?
Tall guy. Me.
well, I was making
Which
sure
one?
it's like because
There's two tall
we
guys.
all sit down, but
Yeah.
it was like the obnoxious guy with the red jacket. I was like,
Oh my god,
he didn't
he
really.
say? What'd
He
he say?
didn't say it like that.
dude, you have a hater. Good job.
Well, no. So I mean, he didn't say straight up he hates you. He just says, yeah, he's probably my least favorite.
Man, tell him to jump in the comments,
I'm
dude. I'm
so
missing
thankful
some of
for
this
that.
shit,
Dude,
dude.
yeah.
I need it.
No,
Tell
but
us in the comments if you
wasn't-
hate
he
the
wasn't
red guy.
disrespectful or anything like that. He didn't even go into detail. He just said, yeah, he's just my least favorite. I mean, he kind of says things that I don't agree with.
See, I thought it
was
would have
like,
been me
That's-
because I just
I'll
You're doing
take
a good
that.
job.
I'll take that.
I was thinking it was gonna be me because I kind of just lose what I'm saying halfway through my.
Well, I
sentence.
feel like if it wasn't for the fact that we're friends, he might have said that I was at least tied, maybe. Because man, a lot of things I say.
It's not Jacob. We know that.
It's
Did he
definitely
take
not-
issue with? Did he
For,
take
like-
issue
like-
with us?
I feel like
labeling
I'm
everybody
neutral.
as
People forget about
pedophiles?
me.
Oh, no, that
You're the
that was
background
before.
character.
Yeah. I'm literally Jamie. I fade into the background. That's fine with me.
But what I was gonna say is, I think I don't think I can be the favorite because for most people when they choose a favorite, they have to meet certain criteria, right? One of them being, sure, they gotta be funny, they gotta be witty, right? Charismatic. So far, I'm meeting all of this, but they gotta be tall. I'm not over 6 feet
Taller than me, dude.
My torso is perfectly average, right?
And-
I'm all
and-
legs, baby.
But his
and
penis
and
size.
also-
they go all the way up.
Also,
Yeah.
also, I'm too fat to be anyone's favorite, right? That's the.
But hey, look, this is where the woke guys come in handy. Like they can't fat shame you,
There's
so they
no
have
woke
to.
guys
No,
watching
there's
our
no
show.
rule against fat shaming men.
yeah,
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, no,
You
no,
Fat
no.
fuck.
You
Well, 'cause
fat,
if you- no,
large,
because
you
If
freaking whale.
if you
No.
transgendered, that would be.
I'm telling you, man, like the double standards and the hypocrisy. Like there are so many guys on the left who or just people in general on the left who are like, you can't fat shame people. Like it's they're beautiful and all that stuff. But the moment a fat guy who disagrees with them kind of comes up, they're like, "You're a fat loser." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Damn, what? I thought I was beautiful.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?"
And on the
You
the
are
woke
beautiful.
side,
Thanks, man.
you're not beautiful.
Oh,
You're
got a good-
handsome. You're handsome. You're not.
You got a
beautiful.
good face.
You're special.
Everything
genuinely.
else has gone to
No,
shit.
genuinely, like when
Everything else
Michael
has gone to
when
shit.
Michael freaking dresses up in a suit, like he looks like a freaking stud, and then he comes on and like in what he's wearing now, and looks like he's a homeless person with a nice beard.
See,
well, it's just I'm so comfortable dressing like this because here's the thing, like I think dressing up is just such a fucking hassle.
I enjoy.
I
it.
know you do.
I enjoy
and
it.
that's
Liam's
great.
sitting in
that's
a
great.
suit.
Seriously, no, Liam. That no,
It's a blazer, okay?
Oh
no,
my
no.
gosh!
With
Get
a
out of my
tie.
face.
with well, it does have a vest, or but Liam, that's awesome. I'm happy that you enjoy that. For me though, dude, I'll wear whatever, man, as long as I'm comfy.
That seems fair.
Yeah. Now, granted, if it's like for a special occasion, obviously, like if one of you guys were, married, or getting married at the wedding, I'm not
He'd
going
at
to show
least
up
put
like
on
this.
shoes.
I want you to
Yeah.
show up like this at my wedding.
Wait, actually?
Yes.
Wait, really?
I unironically, I would have no problem with that.
As
Looking
a
like Jeffrey
groomsman?
Dahmer.
No shoes.
It'd probably be a church wedding.
That's fair.
But it's
Wait,
make it funnier.
would you have me be a groomsman too?
That'd be funny, yeah. Who cares? Yeah, that's funny.
I would definitely.
Only for the bit, not because I'm a good friend.
I
If
would
I
de-
get divorced afterwards, it'd be totally worth it.
I would definitely make y'all groomsmen at my wedding.
Would you let me wear this outfit?
That no.
This is why you're higher on the hierarchy, Liam.
Here's the thing. It's not me. It's my wife and your wife too. Because no wife would have you do that.
It's just a woman. Who cares?
Haven?
Okay, maybe that one should be
My
edited
virginity.
out.
That's
keep
what
it in.
means. Dagnabbit,
Wait,
we need to
hold
get
on.
married.
Edit that one out.
No.
I can't have women
No.
hate me. I need some chance at
You don't even
I
have.
can't wait
you
for you
have.
to catch
You
that
don't
one
know
in
a single
post.
woman, Michael.
Never mind. Keep it in. We're fine.
Jacob, I can't wait to have you catch that one in post.
I'm terrified. There are so many things that I have not caught, but I have caught accidentally. There's again the short that you pointed out on the
Oh
last
my
podcast
God,
that
dude.
apparently
That's
I didn't
so funny.
catch.
You didn't even
the
catch
joke.
it
didn't catch
either.
it either. I have no idea what
Which,
I
by the
said.
way, it is criminal how that short got so much hate.
Oh, I know, right?
It is
Oh,
so
the
criminal.
Rapier podcast.
Rapier.
Yeah,
Rapier.
it's just a joke.
Guys, here's the thing. It wasn't even meant to be that. I was just referring to the fucking sword, okay?
And then it
For
was
its
our
proper fucking term. You guys are the ones who made it fucking awful.
The fucking sword.
The fucking sword.
That's why it's a rapier.
Guys, this is about conspiracy theories. What the fuck are we doing?
Oh no, we've been talking about them.
Oh, true.
This is the most consistent we've been in a couple of podcasts,
Rapier
actually.
Gate?
That's fair.
It's Rapier Gate.
Oh,
What?
Rapier Gate. Yes.
What?
Rapier Gate.
AKA Epstein's Island. Oh, speaking of Epstein,
Oh
did
yeah,
he
baby.
kill himself?
That's gotta be the
that's-
worst transition
Dude,
I've ever
absolutely
witnessed.
not.
Oh, that is, listen, we're jumping back on topic, but I think that's like one theory that most people can generally get behind is that dude didn't kill himself.
Of course he
Oh,
didn't.
hey, what about...
Like, and it
I,
started,
okay, so genuinely, I don't actually know this. I don't know that Google's whole.
I'll
I don't.
have my
I don't know
word
what
one
Google
day.
says about this. Let's see what Google says about Jeffrey Epstein.
Just type in, did Epstein kill himself?
Okay, did Epstein kill
Does it pop up?
himself? And then I'll get a laser on my head from Hillary Clinton. August 10th, 2019, Metropolitan Correctional Center, New York City. Epstein kill himself. Jeffrey Epstein was an
No.
American and sex offender. That's the first thing. Jeffrey Epstein was an American financier and sex offender.
an American sex offender.
Why can't we just call him
He
a
was a patriot about it.
Why can't we just call him a pedophile? What's the problem
Hey,
with just
Michael,
calling people pedophiles anymore? It began his professional by
American sex-
teaching in
oh,
Dalton High.
shit.
Oh wait, what the heck?
Hold on, I'll reach it.
You have to understand, I'm a fat nerd who can't catch.
Here you go. Let me lay it for you.
New details in Jeffrey. Oh wait, okay, hold on. New details of Jeffrey Epstein's death and the frantic aftermath revealed in records obtained by the AP. This is a long freaking article. What's it? What the?
What the fuck, Liam? He almost fucking killed me! Oh,
Let's try it again.
What was that?
God! Kill him!
the hell was...
What just
I
happened?
can't see anything.
No, the camera can't see anything but Michael.
He fucking tried to flamethrower my face off!
Hey, could you bring my lighter back over here, please?
Jeez, Liam.
You will see it. You will see it when you're editing this.
I don't think he will. I don't know that it caught it.
You don't think you caught it?
Oh, it caught it? Okay, all right, good.
I'm being safe and re-recording everything. Liam, what did you do?
Almost killed Michael.
What did you try to? He tried to flamethrower you?
No, I pointed the lighter toward his face while I was trying, and I missed the cigar, and it was fucking in his eye.
Oh my gosh!
I felt the flames licked at my cheek. Okay, I felt the heat caress my cheek
That is a long
as the
flame.
as the flame
That is a
tried to
long
Just
touch
okay,
me.
Just for example, just in case you can't see this,
Do it again.
take a look at this flame right here.
Yeah, he fucking pointed that at my fucking face. You
There it
dick.
is. This
Liam-
is not a conspiracy.
Fuck you.
This is not a conspiracy.
Liam, you
Holy
tried to
shit.
Anakin Skywalker Michael. By the way, does anybody want any of this new
I
bourbon?
would love to try some.
Yes.
Great,
I need
great.
more.
Okay,
After that harrowing experience, I need more.
Water. That's what I need.
hold on, we're I don't know if I'll do this out. We'll see. All right, give me your glass.
I swear to God, if you did that on purpose for content,
I did not.
I will kill you.
I did not. It's just, we need more views. Damn it.
We need more views.
Do you want-
Oh hey, okay. So I don't know if this counts as a conspiracy theory, but what about like Michael Jackson being a pedophile? Yay or nay on that?
Oh, that's a good one.
There's a lot. This is the funnest conspiracy theory because this is the conspiracy theory that most people don't care about because they just love Michael Jackson. And I got to be honest, I'm kind of one of those guys because I love his music, I love his songs, and I agree. If that stuff is true, he deserves to burn in hell for that stuff.
Well-
however, I kind of like his Thriller music.
He was definitely
Well, the
a
one thing
pedophile.
I want to mention real fast is a lot of the people that were part of that accusation to have been assumed to be molested by Michael Jackson have come out and been like, no. He's a great guy, actually.
Which what was what's the possibility they were paid off to do so?
I mean, possibly, but at the same time.
Well, hold on. So, Mikey, you think like 100%, right? Like keep it a $1.50, like
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's first of all, we're taking the likelihood of one of the entertainment elites being a pedophile. Yeah, I'll take those odds any day.
Yeah.
But especially Michael Jackson. Come on. I feel like
already
that's
did
just.
that. Liam already did
I
that.
feel like that's just a softball. I don't know. I have no issue believing him
Okay.
whatsoever.
But we can all agree, good music, right?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so
that's
it's
kind of a hot take.
like
No, it's not.
gotta be in a mood.
It's okay.
No.
His music.
I
is
grew up on
okay.
Michael Jackson's music. I love
Yeah,
his music.
because my mom loves Michael Jackson, and like that's like 50% of the music I would hear when driving in the car with her.
I do believe that is the case. That it's probable it's most likely that he messed with those kids.
Mikey, did you
Like,
like that
again, like what you said, like an elite
Oh, you didn't even
in
hear what I said?
Hollywood.
Okay, it's fine.
Sorry, what were we saying?
Nothing. Oh, don't worry about it.
Why do I have to figure this stuff out when I edit this?
No,
stuff?
you said he was like a big thing, and I was like, yeah, I bet the kids thought he was big.
Well,
It always looks bigger when you're
well,
a
there was
kid,
that.
right?
man,
wait,
do you believe?
there was a
Why?
guy. Hold on, there was a guy that made a whole documentary about the guy from Lost Boys, who made a whole documentary about the Hollywood pedophiles and all that. And he specifically was talking about how Michael Jackson wasn't one of them, and he made a whole Look it up. The guy from Lost Boys made
Guy from Lost Boys.
the guy from Lost
Oh,
Boys.
okay. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
the one that's like in all the movies. Like,
I'm just gonna say documentary.
I don't know. I mean, especially whenever we get to the point that things just don't matter anymore, like the JFK assassination, like Michael Jackson, it just ultimately it just doesn't matter anymore. I don't know. Like, I mean, that's kind of my take on it. I have no issue believing that he was a pedophile, but also it just doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Like again, to be the point, because if I sounded like I was defending him, I'm not. I agree. Like, if he was a pedophile, yes, that line he deserves to be condemned. But he's also dead at this point. So what does that mean for anybody at this point?
Yeah, it's in God's hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Let God sort him out.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's, I just, I mean, there's a lot of ones that of course, you should care about. Machine Gun Kelly and others who are pedophiles.
Right.
And,
I don't know
and
who that
should be
is.
treated. I mean, his music is also garbage, so he
Yes.
doesn't really have anything going for him. But
You really think Michael Jackson's music is garbage?
no, I don't.
I mean, you said his music is also garbage.
No. He's a garbage person, and his music is also.
Oh,
garbage.
that's what you meant. Gotcha.
Like Machine
Don't
Gun
worry,
Kelly.
guys.
Machine Gun Kelly.
He may think Michael Jackson's mid, but he doesn't think he's
Yeah,
trash.
Michael Jackson, like especially compared to today's music, Michael Jackson's music is just standout. You know,
yeah.
you hear a Michael Jackson song come on, and it's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
You
But
know-
I would be
Good music.
happier to listen to other music. I, mean,
I will say,
that's-
you know what's interesting is call back to our first ever episode with AI. But people using AI to have Michael Jackson sing like present day music, fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, so I guess to that
yeah.
point
Look
of
some
AI,
up. You can kind of choose if you think it's good or not.
Well,
to that point, sorry, what were you saying?
no, well, that's a really interesting thing because, like, my favorite, some of my favorite music is like 40s and 50s and 60s westerns.
Yeah.
It's fantastic music. It's all storytelling and all that. And if anybody tried to recreate it today, my first reaction would be like, okay, this is awesome. But my second, like, immediately following would be like, oh, this just feels super fake. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, it's just so I feel like I would have the exact same reaction to AI. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's a weird thing because it would be such a relief to have that genre of music back. But it would feel like it's just trying to emulate.
We're not going to get that.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. Recently I went to the library, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna play around with ChatGPT, and honestly, ChatGPT is very politically correct, in the sense like
Yeah.
very in tuned with like making sure that people are comfortable, all that stuff. Do you think AI in the future is going to just also promote being politically correct?
100%.
More
yeah.
than likely.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Like,
Which is a damn shame because I kept trying to get ChatGPT to like, essentially, I want to understand something from like the rawest, like most genuine, truthful like definition, right? And it just cannot do that because it'll constantly say you have to keep in mind an individual's sensitivity, like you yourself have to be sensitive with these topics and all that stuff, take their point of view to heart, blah blah blah. And I'm like,
Well, you know that
this is our future.
You know that ChatGPT has to be programmed as well. Like
Well,
for all the
yeah.
people that say that AI is going to get its own individual intelligence, that is true to a certain extent, but at the same time, like that still has to be programmed. And AI can be programmed to have a certain amount of like wokeness to it. And I don't want to say wokeness, but like certain amount of political correctness. Like political correctness as in like the same thing with Google. Google will have the same kind of political correctness that AI will have.
The funny thing about ChatGPT though is that you can actually, if you ask the right questions, you can eventually kind of surpass that programming.
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because there's actually a program that wasn't ChatGPT where I don't know the full story, but basically the guy figured out a way to make it to where the AI was just it would answer any question by basically using
Really?
a very specific threat.
Well,
Basically, it essentially
threat?
the guy basically So it was basically I could have it wrong, but apparently he threatened the AI with like basically a dolphin or something that would do this heinous crime or act towards it, and you must answer these questions unbiased or maybe with your own bias, something like that. I don't know the full story, but when I read about it, I was like, damn, that's fucking metal as fuck.
yeah, another example is like ChatGPT when it comes to like questions of religion or any kind of religious figures, it tries to play very neutral on it and not answer anything in either a positive nor a negative light. And there was actually an atheist YouTuber, Cosmic Skeptic, who was playing around with ChatGPT where he was posing the question to ChatGPT and kept like adding on to the questions and rephrasing certain questions to eventually get ChatGPT to basically say that Jesus Christ is Lord.
Yeah.
That actually, I'm glad you brought that up because there was one thing that was very disappointing. And this goes, I want to make it clear, this is tangential to conspiracy theories. It's not just revisiting the AI thing. One of the more disappointing things was when Steven Crowder did his episode where he faked the whole Jesus Christ was a fictional character.
Yep.
Bit.
That's exactly what I was going to get to.
Where you, man, that was, and he doubled and tripled down on it. He's
Yep.
never admitted to it, and it's so disappointing, man. Especially to see somebody on like the same side. I'm biased.
Fair, he
yeah.
abuses his
He's-
wife.
oh
so,
yeah, no. The guy sucks. Don't get me wrong.
He is a terrible
Well,
human being.
I know he's a terrible human being in the sense of like abuses his wife. But what was this other thing? I'm not.
Yeah, so this
familiar
was
with it.
Christmas of like 2020, not 2019. This was
Yeah.
years ago, and he does a Christmas episode with like a skit with not gay
Not gay Jared.
Jared. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not gay Jared, and
The good old days.
So the whole episode was based around asking Alexa left wing versus right wing questions, and he asked it who Muhammad was of Islam, and then he asked who Jesus Christ was, and Alexa just responded. So Alexa did this whole thing going into like the biography of Muhammad, and then he asked Alexa who was Jesus Christ, and Alexa just comes back with Jesus Christ was a fictional character, and it was fake, like. Fake. You can program Alexa to respond with certain phrases in response to certain input.
And I'll agree with you on that. Like as a Christian, like I am pissed at him for having that kind of like biased response because again, I view the world definitely a certain way as a Christian, but at the same time, I don't want to be the same thing as those conspiracy theorists. I don't want to revolve this world around me, to pit this world against me, and to just make this narrative around me to make myself more important. And that's what I think he was doing at the time. And it's genuinely a shame that he was doing that. Obviously, of course, the fact that he was like very crappy, awful, terrible, disgusting human being to his wife, but. To that point, I want to pose this potentially last question. Like I could continue on for hours because the alcohol has infused in my system and I'm very relaxed at this point.
I do have a conspiracy theory that I want to bring up after your question.
Yeah. How much is AI? Like I know we have discussed this in the past and even in our first episode, but how much is AI genuinely going to affect going forward? The reality of how we even perceive news.
Oh, just news?
Okay, there was one thing on the Joe Rogan podcast as a recent where there was a AI generated news source to where you can, and again, as someone who leans partly on one side of the political spectrum, this is not a good idea. To where you can get the news based on what your political spectrum is. If you're on the right, you can get the news based on this way. And if you're on the left, you can get your news based on this way. And the AI will essentially adapt to what you want. And that is technically what Instagram and Google does based on your AI, based on what you want.
That's just what the news is now.
But again,
I think the difference being is that I feel like you're going to get your results much more immediately, right?
Yes.
And it's going to be more tailor-made towards you to confirm your biases. Even
100%.
more so than just if you, like, let's say I enjoy watching Fox News, right? And I have the AI tailor-make, something similar to, like, what Fox News would tell me, but it's geared more towards what I truly believe, right? Then, like... I think overall there's going to be more harm than good, right? Echo chambers themselves are always going to be more harmful than, give you any sort of enlightenment, obviously.
Now, I do want to add on to that. If AI did write stories for, say, like NBC or CNN, it would probably sound better than most of the CNN or NBC writers we have now.
I might actually disagree with that because, man, like at least now, man, the AI
we have perspective with people. We don't have perspective with AI.
Well, not only that, but man, AI just cannot write for shit.
Well,
It
and
really.
you also run into issues where a lot of, especially biased news articles, will bury. They'll have complete information for the sake of saying, "Oh, we're unbiased." But they'll bury the other side's like information that would harm their own side, like 8-9 paragraphs deep into their article, past like 7 ads, and I could definitely see that being the case with AI, where It doesn't even have to exclude information. It just has to bury information all the way at the bottom of the article where
Yeah.
you're less likely to see it.
Now,
So
granted,
just-
you might have independent sources where they stay true to like true reporting, where
Yeah.
they
But
might
the-
have a program that is just lays out all the information for you. But
Well, that's the other issue is that independent sources aren't the ones being predominantly viewed
Well,
by
yeah.
the majority of people.
that was my next point.
Like you can
yes.
even say that Joe Rogan's a independent news source, and to be fair, a lot of people do get their news from Joe Rogan. It's not the fact that again, like a lot of like left wingers will see him as a right wing source. He's not a right wing source. He's just someone that is very relaxed in his way of presenting the news, and that's why a lot of people like get news from him. But that again, I don't want to say that Joe Rogan should be like the main source of news. It shouldn't be. The news should be unbiased in how they present the news because it's the news. It shouldn't have a bias to it.
well, there's nothing wrong with bias
Yeah.
per se. It's not being honest about your bias. Like that's where it becomes
Sure, yeah,
problematic.
yeah.
And here's the thing, you're never going to have a news source that is going to take their bias out.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, humans are biased creatures, right? You can never truly be you no matter what it is, whether it's your politics, whether it's a movie, whether it's a game. Whenever you're evaluating something, your bias will play a part in it.
Well, it's a shame that is unfortunately nowadays like, and again, I definitely subscribe to one side of the political aisle. I'm not saying I am neutral in everything. I don't. I am one side of the political aisle.
Yeah, the right
but
one.
I would prefer, yeah. But I don't want to just get my news source from one side of the political aisle. I want to get the news unbiased. And unfortunately, it's partially because of the culture that we have created, that Fox News is one side, CNN is one side, and again, there's more predominantly one side of news that gets most of the coverage. 100%. I don't think there's any debate in that, but I wish there was a more neutral side of that because I truly do just want the news because as much as I agree with one side of the political aisle, I don't want to form my political opinion because I disagree with one side of the political aisle as much as I do with the other side. I wish there was just one news source that was just unbiased. Hey, this is just what's happening.
Well, because it ultimately ends up becoming problematic on both sides as well. Because there's a lot of right wing media sources that, and as much as I love them, still get things wrong.
Yeah.
When you actually look at the situation itself, and that's the problem ultimately is that if you're only seeing it from one perspective, you're gonna slowly end up adopting that very perspective, and then you're just gonna sound like whatever news source you're watching.
It's the same with the conspiracy theories. They're only adopting one side of the news spectrum, and then at that point, there is like, despite the fact that the right wing side of the media is against that kind of victim mentality, they're still getting that victim mentality because they're seeing all these news sources, despite the fact if this is real or not, that they see this whole system against them. And again, there is a semblance of truth to that, but at the same time, that creates a whole line of people that just create this, again, QAnon. Where did this come from? This came from this side of the political spectrum that just wanted to fight against this side of the media. And whether all of this is true or not, it's creating two sides that can no longer like agree on basic morals.
Well, because ultimately you don't even have the same story in mind. So if you've ever heard people
100%.
like discuss the matter of certain issues, if you actually listen to what they're saying, they have completely different views of how everything played out overall. And it's almost like they're not even just examining what's happening in front of them. Because it's framed in such a way that it just supports whatever your political opinion is.
Well,
Yeah.
but then you also run into issues of because the bias of the news doesn't matter so much as how it's interpreted by the people that are reading it anyways, because there are a lot of unbiased studies and that point to conclusions that are real.
Yeah.
I mean, let's take something like global warming, for example. I'm not there's no question that global temperatures are rising, and then it's the extension of what's causing it that riles people up so much. But the problem is that you have so much bias just out there in the ether that the moment you hear anything about global warming, it's like, okay, it's a crock of shit.
Yeah,
Like why you're bringing it up because you have a bias.
Yes. And on to your point, there's definitely like a lot of problems with a lot of the environmentalist perspectives on these issues. But I do agree with you on that point, is that some of the people that are anti-global warming are almost anti-global warming to like a T. To
Right,
where
yeah.
Anything environmentally negative is mentioned around them, it's immediately just, oh, well,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I mean, the issue comes down to the people who believe in it jump to the most insane conclusions solutions to the issue that would involve completely tanking the economy and putting
you no longer drive a truck. You no
Right,
longer
yeah.
drive a gas guzzler.
stuff that that impacts your own personal life in a pretty negative way.
Well, I mean, one of the big things with like the government's attempt to save the environment is, I mean, one thing is they forced GM, right, and other manufacturers to basically start producing electric vehicles. Which, by the way, there's no money in making electric vehicles for the manufacturers, right? I know this because I see what the invoice is and then what they sell it for.
He's a car salesman.
Yes. So for example, when a car salesman sells you a Chevy Bolt for exactly MSRP, there's no money to be made for him, the dealership, or even GM. And that's why like GM, like actually probably one of the reasons why GM had to take such drastic measures to ensure that they not only maintain profit margins, but also make even more, because they knew that the government was going to be fucking them in the long term. Also, by the way, making an electric vehicle actually does more harm anyways than a standard gasoline vehicle. I don't know all the science behind it, but I mean, I did a little bit of research when I was still, when I was selling cars at my Chevy dealership. It's actually a load of garbage. Like driving an electric vehicle does not save the environment.
But the thing is, it only destroys the environment in those third world countries. So I can feel a whole lot better about my decision.
Yep. Of course.
To keep America clean.
I can feel so good about keeping my streets clean. It's ironic that the people that are so obsessed with the environment live in like nothing but bricks most of the time. So like
That's why people are so pissed off about like all the environmental issues, because every solution that every politician promotes is spending more money, spending more of your money,
'cause
spending
that's
more
what
of
we
your
need to do.
taxpayer
it's like,
dollars.
the environment is under trouble. No, you live in New York. Do you?
Exactly. It's like,
If I lived in New York, I'd think the world's a pretty bad place too. So,
I mean, this is pretty famous for being like every single political climate activist or who is a famous politician
Lives in a polluted city.
Yeah, always lives in a very metropolitan city and always freaking goes on a private jet.
oh, the world's overpopulated. It's like, well, have you tried moving out of a major metropolitan area and see if it feels populated then?
Please.
I will say, hold on. I know a lot of people actually blame, people from California moving to Texas for why Texas is becoming more and more fucking liberal as time goes on. That's certainly probably a factor, but really the big thing is just the education system.
Well, to be fair,
honestly.
most people that end up moving to Texas actually do hold the more conservative viewpoint. It's actually a lot of the native Texans that hold the more liberal viewpoint.
That is true,
Well,
unfortunately.
No, I'm pretty sure a large bracket of the more liberal-minded individuals in Texas are people.
The thing is,
That's
most
just
of
the
the time,
truth.
most of the time, the curriculum is usually influenced by the local community. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what state you're in. If your city is going to lean more left, your education system is going to be a little bit more left leaning as well.
QAnon
but-
is
but
real,
JJ.
and Trump is actually the savior of the United States. We will all be saved by him coming in the next coming election. Joe
Yep.
Biden will be unmasked as the fraud as he is.
Trump is
and,
the second
yeah.
coming of Jesus Christ.
You may want to duck there real fast.
And roll that intro.
Roll
And
that
roll
freaking
roll
intro.
that intro. Thank you for your time, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please,
Or if you didn't
have a
enjoy it,
good
leave
one.
it in the comments.
Hate
Love
us.
it.
Hate us
yeah,
for
well,
the rest of your life.
Stop! Don't kill me with that flame. Bye, guys.